Hello everyone and welcome to the Excel Hub. In the last video we used VBA to extend this amortization table based on the term. In other words, if we change the term to say 1 year, the amortization table adjusts the number of periods it shows. In this video we will first add charts to show how the principal and interest change over time. We will then add a section which allows us to compare different mortgage options. To start, let's create a chart which shows how our interest changes over time. To do this, we'll select the column containing the period, as well as the column containing the interest. And you can select both simultaneously by pressing down the Control key. We will then enter the Insert tab, click the Scatter Charts icon, and select More Scatter Charts. We're going to choose this option over here, and as you can see, our chart nicely shows how our interest changes over time. Since we formatted the amortization table as a table, the charts will adjust based on the term. If, however, you did not format the amortization table as a table, then the ranges that you've selected will not adjust. Here you can overcome this problem by using dynamic ranges, which I explained in another video. For now, however, simply ensure that the amortization table is formatted as a table. And as a reminder, you can do this by selecting the table array, entering the Insert tab, and selecting Table. We can now take a few steps to make the chart look more presentable. Firstly, let's remove grid lines and add axis titles. We're going to call the y-axis interest payments, and let's call the x-axis months. Let's also change the title to Interest Over Time. And finally, let's right-click on this axis over here, and let's format it to show pound signs. We can now add a chart to show the principal over time. To do this, let's copy and paste this chart over here. Next, right-click on the chart and click Select Data. And instead of selecting column K, which corresponds to the interest, we're going to select column L, which corresponds to the principal. And click Enter. Finally, we can change the title to Principal Over Time and the y-axis to Mortgage Principal. So the charts show that the amount of our principal paid off initially is very small compared to the amount towards the end of the term, as most of our payments initially consists of interest payments. Let's now move on to section 3 of our dashboard, which will allow us to compare mortgage options. So let's firstly add the title. Let's then add the inputs. So we're going to have the value of the property, the deposit percentage, the mortgage rates, and the term in years. We will consider 3 main mortgage options: option A, option B, and option C. For each one, we will assume that the property value is £400,000. We will assume that the mortgage rate is 5% and that the term is 10 years. Now, the only difference between them will be the deposit percentage, i.e. how much of the value of our property are we depositing in advance. For option A, this will be 0%, for option B, it will be 50%, and for C, it will be 100%. We can now move on to the intermediary calculations. Here we want to calculate the deposit amount, the mortgage amount, and the term in months. To calculate the deposit amount, we take the deposit percentage and multiply this by the value of the property. The mortgage amount is the value of the property minus the deposit amount. And finally, the term in months is the term multiplied by 12. Next, let's calculate the outputs. We will have the monthly mortgage payments, the total cost excluding the deposit, the total interest payments, the total cost including the deposits, and finally the ranking of each mortgage option. Now, to calculate the monthly payments, we will once again use the PMT function. So firstly, it's asking us for the rate. So we take the 5% over here and divide it by 12 to give the monthly rate. It's then asking us for the number of months. And finally, it's asking us for the mortgage amount. Now, before we click enter, let's add a negative sign in front of the function to ensure that the final value is positive. To calculate the total cost excluding the deposit, we're going to take the monthly payment and multiply it by the number of months. Now, to calculate the total interest payments, we're going to take the total cost and subtract the mortgage amount. The total cost including the deposit will be the total cost excluding the deposit plus the deposit amount. To determine which option is best in terms of its total cost, we're going to use the rank function. At the end, don't forget to add a 1, because we want the option with the lowest cost to be ranked first. We can now insert a bar chart to compare these options. Let's select the options. Let's then select the deposits and mortgage amount rows, as well as the total interest payments row. We will then enter the Insert tab and select the icon which corresponds to the stacked column bar chart. We can see that option A has the highest mortgage amount and interest payment, as no money is deposited upfront, while the opposite is true for option C. Let's now change the design of this chart. Let's remove the title and also remove the grid lines. And finally, let's also format the inputs, intermediary calculations, and outputs. Our dashboard is nearly complete. We can now remove grid lines by entering the View tab and unticking grid lines, and we can also remove the chart borders. Therefore, in this video series, we started by calculating the inputs and outputs, as well as the amortization table. We then used VBA to make the amortization table adjust based on the term, and finally created a section where we can compare different mortgage options based on their deposit amount, mortgage amount, and interest payments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and subscribe to the Excel Hub for weekly Excel tutorials, techniques, and examples.